There has always been a tendency to view history from extreme perspectives. Either we glorify it or condemn it, but we never try to contextualize it. In this video, we will be dealing with one such historical text which usually creates extreme perceptions about our ancient Indian society. Kama Sutra, a text which has been regarded as a compendium of sex. It was composed sometimes around 3rd 4th century of Common Era and has been attributed to a sage named Vatsyan Malanag of Patliputra. But unfortunately, we don't know anything about Vatsyan and his identity is shrouded in mystery. However, the Kama Sutra talks a lot about why Vatsyan chooses to write a text on Kam and what it signifies. In recent times, porn sites, commercial ads, and our general perception limit the Kama Sutra to sex and sexual positions only, which raises the question that is it the one and only understanding of the text, or there are so much to learn which we usually don't talk about. So friends, sit back, relax, and enjoy this video till the end to understand 5 lesser known aspects of the text Kama Sutra. From its first English translation by Richard Burton in 19th century to this 21st century, the Kama Sutra has been considered as the marker of a golden age, an age where Kam was not only freely discussed but a Shastric work has been dedicated to it. But when we read the Kama Sutra, Vatsyan himself suggests that he was not doing some revolutionary work. Rather, he was following a long tradition of Kama Shastric writings and compiling the works of his predecessors. Thus, by Vatsyan's time, this literary tradition of Kam had become quite old. Traditionally, it was Shiva's companion Nandi, who was attributed as the first compiler of Kama Shastra, which consisted of 1000 chapters. Later, Shvetketu, the son of Uddalak, whose reference we get from both the Vrihadaranyaka and Chandogya Upanishad, summarized the text of Nandi in 500 chapters. Datak, Bhabru, Suvarnabh, Gonikaputra were some of the authors whom Vatsyan himself refers to as his predecessors in Kama Shastric writings, and while compiling his text, the Kama Sutra, he followed their works. The Kama writing tradition continued even after Vatsyan's period, and Jaimangal, a commentary on Kama Sutra by Yashodhara, later texts like Rati Manjari by Jaydev, Ras Manjari by Bhanudat, Anangrang by Kalyanmal, and many more kept this tradition alive. Apart from calling it a revolutionary text, popular perception also limits the Kama Sutra as a textbook of sex, which enumerates different sexual positions. However, it is not only about sexual intercourse. The Kama Sutra contains 7 sections called Adhikaran and total 36 chapters called Prakaran. First section is named Sadharan or general percepts. Second, Samprayogik, the erotic approaches. Third, Kanya Samprayuktak, obtaining a bride. Fourth, Bharya Adhikarik, duties of the wife. Fifth, Pardarik, relation with others' wife. Sixth, Vaishik, with courtesan, and the 7th section on Upanishadic formulae and occult practices. Of these 7 sections, only the second section, that is Samprayogik or the erotic approaches, which contain 10 chapters, deal with sexual intercourse, different positions, and way of satisfaction. The remaining 26 chapters of other 6 sections deal with different aspects of a man's life, like acquiring or winning a wife, her duties, his relation with courtesan, enhancing sexual pleasure, and the various ways to tackle sexual problems, and most importantly, the importance of Kama tradition. So, how much is it limited to the sexual position only? Is a question which is open for you to discuss. The link for the second part is below in the description box. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel History Chemistry and share this video with your friends, and let's talk some history.